Well, today is the first day back at work for Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Paxton was suspended pending the outcome of his impeachment trial in the Texas Senate. Senators cleared him of any wrongdoing, so he's back at work. And Fox 4's Stephen Dial is in studio with why Paxton really can't celebrate too much despite this most recent win. Stephen.
While Attorney General Ken Paxton won in a political court, he's still facing criminal charges in federal court where the jury won't be politicians. Reinstated Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton took a victory lap on social media after his Saturday impeachment acquittal, posing with fans at Sunday's Cowboys game and thanking former President Donald Trump and others for their support. But while his political court case is settled, he still faces an FBI investigation and a state criminal indictment.
I think in an impeachment proceeding in the Texas Senate, you could very well get a political result that has nothing to do with the facts. But if the facts strongly show that he's guilty of bribery and other types of misconduct, I think that a jury of regular folks who's been through the jury selection process is much more likely to find him guilty than a Republican Texas Senate.
Paxton is still awaiting trial on securities fraud charges from a 2015 indictment. The case was recently moved from Collin County to Houston. Paxton has also been under FBI investigation since 2020, although no charges have been filed. Former federal prosecutor John Helms says the 2-week impeachment testimony was closely watched by those looking into Paxton allegations.
I think that anybody who's investigating someone who is in a trial is going to be carefully watching what happens in the trial. Because even if the trial only peripherally touches on their investigation, like the securities fraud, I think they will still want to know what kinds of positions Ken Paxton is taking in this case, and they will want to see what his defenses are.
Paxton never testified in the impeachment trial. Helms says a smart strategy from his lawyers to prevent possible problems for him in criminal court. While Paxton beat similar allegations in the Texas Senate, Helms cautions this does not guarantee an acquittal in criminal court.
They're not going to be pressured by their party or anything like that. And frankly, they can vote to acquit or convict based on whatever they want.
I reached out to the Attorney General's office to see if Paxton had any comment. They did not get back to me. Paxton said on social media that he will be heading to Maine this week to do an interview with Tucker Carlson. He did not say which day, so we'll have to wait and see what his instant reaction to his acquittal.
Okay, Stephen Dial in studio, thank you.